Hey guys, Mr. Mackey here. Now yesterday I was showing you the first step in this brand new method that I was teaching you on how to find percentages of amounts. And the first step was we need to convert percentages into decimals. And I set you this challenge yesterday, where I had two percentages but not the decimals, but also two decimals and not the percentages. So let's go through it nice and quickly because I cannot wait to show you this new method. So, 89%, if we want to turn it into a decimal, we have to divide it by 100. So 89% divided by 100, so 89 divided by 100, that would be 0.89. You could do that as well for here. 0.2 divided by 100, so 0.2 divided by 100, that will be 0.002. But if we want to reverse the process and find the percentage of which was original, we times it, we multiply it by 100. So 0.03 times by 100 is 3%. 11.72 times by 100 would be 1,172%. And it's that simple. Even if you think, how can that be possible? Any percentage is possible, not negatives, but these are all possible. Now, let me show you a brand new method for finding percentages of amounts. Now, for this new method, you will need a calculator to solve it. So, let me show you this one. I want to find 65% of 58. Step 1, you have to convert the percentage into a decimal. I showed you how yesterday, so 65% into a decimal is 0.65. Okay? Step 2, you multiply that converted percentage by the value you're finding the percentage of. So 0.65 times 58. And step 3, get on with it. Haven't said that in a while, haven't I? So enter it into your calculator. 0.65 times 58 will get you 377 over 10. Press the S and D to get it in a decimal. 37.7. And that's it. It's so simple when you think about it. Let's see if we can do this with another one. So, let's try this now with an increase. I have a number 36, and I've increased 36 by 12%. What's the value now? So 36 is 100%. And I'm adding 12% to that. So I'm finding 112% of 36. So, step 1, convert the percentage into a decimal. So I turn that into 1.12. And in step 2, you multiply that by the original value. And from that, get on with it, you will get your answer, which is 40.32. I've now made a formula to do this. To find any value when you find a percentage of an amount, you multiply your converted percentage, so the decimal equivalent, by the original value, and you will get the new value. Simple as. Let's try another one. Let's try it with this question. There were these pair of shoes that I really liked that were £72. I didn't want to spend that much on them though. So I went back the following week, and now the price had decreased by 26%. How much were they now? So, if this was 100%, and we're decreasing by 26%, that means we're looking for 74% of £72. So step 1, convert your percentage into a decimal. And step 2, you multiply it by the original value. So enter it into your calculator. 0.74 times 72. You will get, to 2 decimal places, thankfully, 53.28. However, that's not the answer. There's one thing I've forgotten. Do you know what I've forgotten? The pound sign. You have to remember to include your pound sign because 53.28 could mean anything. And that's how you do it. It's pretty simple when you think about it. What about a question like this? I bought something the other day that was on a sale. Okay? Its original price had decreased by 28%. And its new price was £85. What was the original price before the sale? So, what we've done is we had an item that was 100%, it's decreased by 28%, so it's 72%. But we don't know the original value. So we're going to put a question mark here. So we'll still do the steps. 0.72 times our unknown equals £85. How do we find our unknown? Well, this is when we might have to rewrite the equation a bit, do a bit of balancing. So, if we're timesing 0.72 by our unknown to find our new value, then what you need to do is to find our unknown, we divide 85 by 0.72. We're just rewriting the problem. So let's divide 85 by 0.72. You will get 118.0555555556. You'll get that. However, you can't have something that's £118 and 0.555555556 pence. You have to do it to 2 decimal places. So to 2 decimal places, the value would be, don't forget your pound sign, £118 and 6 pence. So if you have an original value and a percentage, you multiply them together to find your new value. If you have the percentage and the new value, you divide them together to find the original. Let's try another one of these, just so we're on the same page. Now, yesterday I talked about VAT. So let's do this one. And we're going to say the VAT is 17.5%. Just for this example. So, I have an item that with VAT on top of that, it is £110. How much was it before the VAT was put on top? So, if it has 100% and we're adding 17.5 because it's on top of it, then it is 117.5%. But we don't know our original value. We're still going to convert it though, so 117.5% as a decimal is 1.175. We're still timesing it by an unknown to get 110, but to find our unknown, we divide 110 by 1.175. And from that, we will get £93.617022128, which is a bit too long, and also we are using money here, so it has to be to 2 decimal places. So the correct answer with our pound sign is 93.62, because we're rounding it up. And that's how and this is known as reverse percentaging. So originally we just multiplied our percentages together to find our new value. We're now reversing it to find the original. There is one more trick we can use with this formula. Can you figure out what it is? This is the final way we can use this formula. I started with £300. invested it, and after a year, that value had gone up to £350. What was the percentage that it increased by? How much did that value increase? So, here's how we do it. We first convert, well, we don't convert anything because we don't have the percentage. So we're doing 300 times, we don't know, to get 350. To find our unknown, we divide 350 by 300. Okay? So, 350 divided by 300 will get us 7 over 6, which is 1.166666667. I'm going to do this to 2 decimal places because it's just easier. So that is 1.17. However, that's not our percentage. That is the decimal equivalent of the percentage. And what happens when we have a decimal and we want to find the percentage? We times that decimal by 100. So we times it by 100. And that is 117%. So 350 is 117% of 300. Does that make sense? So how do we find how much it increased by? Well, if the original value was 100% and it's increased to 117%, then overall it has been an increase of 17%. It's a complicated one to follow. Let's do another one. An item has decreased from £62 to £49. What percentage is £49 of 62? So, this is what we do. 62 times our unknown equals 49. So to find our unknown, we do 49 divided by 62. We're going to do this to 2 decimal places again, so enter it into your calculator. That will get 0.79. So now we times it by 100 to get 79%. And what I asked you is what percentage of £62 is 49? That's all you have to write, 79%. Now, let's move on to our challenge. Here is your challenge for today. I start off with an object that's £90. That object's price went up by 20%. What is the new value of that object? And then what percentage of that object was £36? So, you're going to have to do quite a few things to do this. What is 20% added on to 100%? What's that as a decimal? How can this formula help us with this one? Do we need to rewrite the formula for this one? See how you do. It's a challenging one, I know, but I think you'll be fine with this. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing one more activity on percentages, compound interest. What does that mean? How is it going to help us? All will be revealed. Good luck with this. Let's keep on learning. Have a good Monday, guys.